Opendoor stocks down over 6%, now down almost 6.5% as we're kicking off this week, guys, and we're trading just under $9 a share. So we're going to break down the charts and go over where I see Opendoor going based on the price action right now, and I want to break down the indices, maybe some other charts, stocks, later in the video. But first, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and check out my Patreon. If you guys want to keep up with what I'm doing in my portfolio, we post updates every single week. We're buying stocks every week, and you get to see all the moves on Patreon. Check it out, link down below, or go to stocksurfest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers, let's dive into it. So it's currently about 1:32 p.m. East Coast time, so we still have about 2 hours left of trading, and Opendoor is down over 6%, now down almost, actually 6.5%, as every index in the U.S. stock market is up. So it's not like we have a red day today. It's actually quite the opposite. The S&P's up 0.4%. QQQ's up the same roughly. The Russell's up 0.3% as the Dow's up 0.25%. So we have a nice green day where the VIX is up, by the way, 3%. The VIX is just under 16 points, but we have a nice green day, and Opendoor is down 6.5%. So let's break down the charts and go over kind of what's going on here. So it's pretty obvious we've been in a multi-day downtrend now, right? You can see it here. We hit $11 a share about a week ago. Looks like last Wednesday we hit almost 11. I think we also hit it a couple days before that, right? And since that point, we've been making these subtle lower lows, lower highs. Here on the 5-day, 5-minute, we have a death cross. We're under both moving averages. And now it looks like, hey, we filled the entire gap down to about 880, 850, roughly that range where the stock was on the 16th of this month, last week, and the day after that, the 17th. So we essentially gave back all the gains from, it looks like here, what day was this? Wednesday. We had a big day, right? Gave back all those gains, and now we're holding on by a thread above $8.50 to $9 a share, which quite frankly, the bulls need to hold that. If they don't, we might be seeing, well, a bigger drop. That's the reality, and that's what I'm noticing on the 1 hour chart. And the uptrend has not broken yet. It's far from being broken, to be honest, but we are noticing we are starting to slip under the 50 and the 180 moving averages on the 1 hour chart. Like I said, we are testing this critical support at about $8.80 to $9 that has held over the last 2 weeks pretty much. So we are at a big spot, pivotal spot for the bulls here, guys, which if this stock breaks, let's say under 890, 850, if we start breaking under that point, we could see some gaps fill on the downside, and we might see a couple dollars more downside. It could slip even more, and that's kind of what I want to show you right now. So we see right here, guys, critical support. Again, $8.80, $8.90, $9. I can't stress it enough. Massive support. Whether you're watching this once the video comes out, the morning after, this is still valid, This is a level you have to watch, because the second we break through 880, which we haven't done yet, but we're at 890, we're there. The second we start pushing to 850 and we break 850 as well, there's a decent chance we fill the gap all the way down to $7.20, $7.10, which is right where the stock was on the 8th of September. Yeah, this month. 8th of this month, we peaked at about 715, 720. Then we saw the drawdown to 560. Then we ripped all the way to 11, right? That's when we got the news about, the new CEO, right? Blah, blah, blah. That caused the stock to go nuts. So I think we're going to fill this gap down potentially if we break 880 followed by 850. I think we're going to go down to 715. Then at that point, that's going to be another big level, which if we pull up the 4 hour chart, I think that would put us right by the 180 SMA, here on the 4 hour. I think if we pull down to 715, that would put us right by this moving average. I mean, if we even got this pullback, if we even got it, guys, it would take a couple days probably to play out, and that would give this moving average more time to catch up. And I think it would meet it right around, $7 ish per share is the lowest I think Opendoor can go on this drawdown. That's if, again, big if we break under 880, 850, So that's what I'm watching for. Overall, in the grand scheme of things, guys, are the bulls okay? Of course. The bulls are fine. The charts are looking phenomenal for the bulls. Even if we were to come down to $6, $7, it would still be looking good for the bulls. But when it comes to stocks like Opendoor, trying to buy it, trade it, it's all about timing, guys. Timing is of the essence. What's that saying? Timing is critical. And yeah, I just think the timing right now to go long, I don't know if it's there yet. I want to wait and see if we get this drop. If we do, that's going to be where I think the opportunity opens up. But we're not there. And in the meantime, we have to, exercise some patience. You know what I mean, guys? Patience, which if you're just starting out in stocks, you know how that goes. Patience is hard. And I've been in the market for 10 years, guys, and I still struggle sometimes. We all do. We're human, right? I still struggle sometimes with patience when it comes to stocks. Fighting the FOMO. It's tough, especially when you're in a bull market and you're seeing stocks going bananas that you're not in. Sometimes it's hard to fight that FOMO, but you got to do it. You got to do it. And the longer you're in the market, the more you exercise that, fighting FOMO muscle, the more you exercise the patience muscle, the better you're going to be. The better discipline you have in the market, the better you're going to be. That's the point, right? So that's a quick rundown there, guys. And now we're dumping. We're at 889. So we're now down over 7%. So we're slipping even more as I'm making this video. And I guess in the very short term, last point here on Opendoor, guys, 870. 870 is that intraday low. 871 to be exact. We hit that at about 9:34 a.m., 9:35 a.m. today. If we take that out, 871, yeah, that's also a bad sign in the short term, or a good sign, depending on how you look at it. If you want the stock to go down so you can buy the dip, I guess that's a good sign, So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And let me quickly show you some other stocks. We'll do a little rapid fire. So Soundhound, man. Soundhound is one that we've been calling out. I was pounding the table on Soundhound at about 13 a share. And man, oh man, does this thing look good now. We're at almost 17, up another 3.5%. And now it's pretty much played out to a T beautifully, exactly how we called it out. And yeah, at this point, man, I don't know if I would buy Soundhound, to be honest, but man, what a call out there. Not to toot my own horn, I guess I am a little bit. But Soundhound today is on fire, 3.5%. Rivian is another one that we've been talking about a little bit here and there. I actually used to own Rivian about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I bought the stock, sold it for a quick profit. It was one of those, I think if I remember correctly, I bought the stock. I think it was at like $10, $11. It was super low on the chart. And I'm pretty sure, it had a 20, 30%, rip right after that. And I was like, I didn't get a chance to build out the stock. Let me just sell it, take the quick profit. It was one of those. I'm sure you guys have been in stocks like that where you want to buy it, you want to build it out, but your timing, it's interesting how it works. You buy it and then it goes up super fast before you buy more. I'm sure you guys have been in something like that. That was Rivian for me, and now it's at 15 a share. And it kind of looks like, guys, we have a cup and handle. You guys see that? Cup and handle's beautifully playing out right now. It's starting to break out, actually. And I think this could go to $17. Honestly, I think we could be going for the highs on this chart, guys, here on Rivian. And we also have an inverse head and shoulders. That's also an inverse head and shoulders. So RIVM, keep your eyes on it, looking phenomenal on the charts. I think if this breaks out of, let's say, $15.15 is where I'm going to set my alert. I think this is going to go nuts. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Do your own research. As always, guys, please, and check out the Patreon. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing in my portfolio, see how I run a real money portfolio with $500 a week being deposited every Monday, check it out, link down below. And I think the most we've deposited in a month is like $5,000. So we're doing bonus deposits throughout the month. Pretty much whenever I have extra cash, guys, just laying around, I toss it into that portfolio, and oh boy, is it growing. So if you want to check it out, link down below on Patreon, or go to stassurfest.com/Patreon. I'll see you guys in there. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.